Hey guys, PepperAmmy here. This week we are making pita breads. Now these are a relatively simple bread to make and a relatively short video, so I'm trying recording on my phone as I have some plans in the future that may require my phone to record. Now in front of me I have 250 grams of strong white bread flour, 5 grams of salt, 7 grams of yeast, and 20 grams of nigella seeds or black onion seeds, and finally 160 ml of water. Now starting with the dry, I'm tipping the salt and yeast in opposite ends of the bowl, and then sprinkling over the seeds, and then adding in around half of the water. Then gently mixing just using the tips of your fingers, grab as much flour off the side of the bowls as you can, adding in extra water if needed. Now don't do what I did and thinking it looks a little bit dry and pour in all of the water, or you'll end up with a paste rather than a dough. So I had to of course add in more flour. Now once you have something that actually resembles a dough, tip it out onto a lightly oiled work surface and knead until soft and springy. Obviously with the seeds you won't get a smooth dough, and then place the ball of dough in a clean or freshly washed and oiled bowl and then let rise for at least an hour or until doubled in size. Once risen, preheat your oven to 220°C or 430 Fahrenheit with a baking tray or two inside. Then you want to shape or portion your dough, tip out onto a floured work surface and divide into 4, 6 or maybe if you're doing school lunches even 8, and then shape into a ball and flatten the dough to roughly 5 to 10 millimeters thick. Now you're aiming for a rough oval or circle, or you can just go for any shape the dough desires to be. Now you could try to make nice even shaped pittas, but a good sign of a handmade one is for it to be just a little bit wonky. Then you want to lightly flour, or dump a whole ton of flour on top if you're clumsy. Then you want to carefully take the hot tray out of the oven, lightly flour and place the pittas on the tray. Now they won't spread much, but they will rise up and puff quite a bit. That's how you get the nice iconic pitta gap in the middle. Then place it in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes, they will puff up fairly quickly and start to colour slightly. Now once puffed and showing a hint of toasty brown, remove from the oven, wrap in a cloth to trap in that steam and keep them nice and soft, and then let cool. Now these are best enjoyed fresh but can be eaten the next day or even frozen if you are batch making. Now I do love how quick these came out and how simple these are to make. Now you can of course leave out the seeds, leave them completely plain, or add some curry powder or some other flavourings if you wish to spice up your pittas a little bit anyway, but then you're kind of erring more to the side of the naan breads if you go a little bit too herby and spicy. But anyway, that wraps up this week's video. Nice and short and sweet. Now, as always, if you like what you saw, let me know down below with a like and a comment. If you're indeed new here, feel free to subscribe for free weekly cooking content, and I will see you all again next week. Thanks for watching.